Hi everybody, it's the end of the week, so this is a quick market wrap on how we managed the markets within the trading room. This week has been certainly much better than last week. There's been quite a bit more volatility, quite a bit of news that's created quite a bit of volatility as well in certain markets, and we've also had the benefit of the US dollar strengthening, which has also sort of created some rather interesting moves in the markets that we've managed to take advantage of. Let's come and take a look at the markets that I took a look at on the free newsletter at the beginning of the week. If we take a look at the NASDAQ, first of all. Now, the NASDAQ, I was looking for the long trend to form here after we'd got this sort of bottom formation happening in the NASDAQ. That's now continued, and the market's rallied on very nicely. In fact, it's now sort of broken out to make new highs as well. Now, most of the trading that we managed on index markets wasn't in the NASDAQ itself, actually. It was more in the Dow Jones, the Dow Jones future, which was also a highly correlated market for all three US index markets, actually. The other one that I spoke about on the free newsletter was copper. And I was looking at the retracement back into this level here on the 4-hour chart. And as we can see, the copper trend has continued, and we certainly managed to take advantage of that in the trading room. So we didn't get involved at the first test here, but after the second rejection here of the level, some of us either got in here or indeed on the break of the small consolidation. So depending upon how we sort of managed that individually, there was about 1, 2, or even 3% sort of return on that move. We did get out of the move at the bottom here because of the extension, and we just locked out here. Now, the other one that I spoke about was cable, and what I was looking at cable was above 133. Are looking for this uptrend to continue, and looking for continued strength. Now, that didn't happen. In fact, we didn't actually get any trades in cable at all within the trading room. If anything, it was more looking interesting short rather than long. So now the market sort of like turned around a little bit, but I'll look at this next week to consider what sort of opportunities, if any, are going to be there on cable for us. However, we did manage to capture some of the other moves that we've had in the markets. I think the biggest one that we had was on the Kiwi dollar. Now, Kiwi dollar, again, we were looking for short opportunities as the market sort of pulled back into our level here on the daily. If I open that up. And we're looking for sort of rejections of the move higher here. Now, we managed to capture this move. You can see here on the 4-hour where the market sort of rolled over. In fact, if I come down to the 60-minute chart here, you'll be able to see how we actually got sort of positioned here. So on the 60-minute chart, there was a level here, a structure level. It was around just above that sort of 68,000 levels, and I think my first entry was 68.05 on the break of this sort of level that had been tested several times. Stop above the high. Once it got down to here, which was just on the spike of this low, we captured or locked in risk-free. When it retraced, captured some more, took some more position here, and rode the rest out. We also added to the position in here once we had this sort of pullback, because we were looking at this 61.8% fib level, clustering with a number of things up here as well, sort of structure points too. And on the second rejection of that, we captured more positions. So depending upon how that was managed, there was something like sort of 3.7% on the original move, and something like 2.5%, maybe a bit more, on the recent move here from the once we sort of scaled in here. So quite a decent amount of potential profit there for traders, different traders managing it in different ways, of course. We did call this a day at the lows. Now, we didn't mean to pick the lows, but towards the lows down here, we called it a day because it had a big move during the day, and we didn't want to hold the market overnight. Other markets that we've been trading this week have pretty much been all around the yen and all around the US dollar. Those markets have been sort of very volatile. There's been some nice moves and some nice trends in there. Intraday, we've had a few opportunities on euro dollar and also dollar yen as well. So overall, it's been there's been plenty of action this week and a nice sort of trading activity. So looks nice for, conditions still look nice for next week, and we'll have a look and see what's around on Monday. Hope it helps, and look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye for now.